Get a song from Spirit. Get a piece of wall art that looks so good on the wall. People that see can also hear it, hear it, hear it. Only at Spirit. Hey there! Hey there! Hey there! Are you tired of looking at that blank space on the wall? If so, go to Spirit and get you some nice pictures to H. You can get them for yourself or the office. Spirit. You can have a family member. A bride, a great gift that'll last years and years. Spirit. Home decorations that makes you like one. And having class in your school. You'll have a classy side. Spirit. Choose from our select check to get the most uncool wallet for an opening season discount now. So you have that classy style. Choose from our select check to get the most uncool wallet for an opening season discount now. Spirit. Oh yeah, get them new music right after what you play. Hey there. Are you tired of looking at that blank space on the wall? If so, go to
Yo, all praise to the Creator. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another day. Please continue to bless and protect us. Destroy your enemies, etc., instead of us, etc., Heavenly Father. Yo, we banging on the beast, rebuking the devil in the name of Jesus with this live stream. Man, listen, man, peace and salutes to the realists. Middle finger to the lames and you fucking cocksucking nerds worshiping Satan. Ain't nothing you gonna see here today you're gonna be able to copy with a straight face. You know what I'm saying? We got topics that's Sanchez proof out this bitch. You will look like a fucking fool trying to copy some of this shit that we relaying over here, man. Real talk. That's just a warning for the haters. But yo, peace to everybody. That's real. What's good? You know I got the evidence. Another excuse to light up. The damn shells out there talking about UFOs and aliens, but they're not having a real conversation with somebody real. They're having a conversation with lames and scholars, people that went to college, pussy motherfuckers, acting like they tough, acting like they gangster about nerd shit. I don't give a fuck about these people, man. They never gave a fuck about me, dog. But I will show you their ass. I will show you their ass. I had a dream last night that was just like this. That's what happened in the dream. Like, we was really fighting little monsters. And I woke up, I was like, what type of dream was that, Lord? And I had like a little movie play in my mind. It was like, damn, yo, if people wanted to get rid of people, there's many ways that they could get rid of people. They said that the asteroids was used to attack the dinosaurs. So it makes sense, right? We've seen alien movies, they drop little monsters off and shit, son. So definitely that's, they could bioengineer some type of creature to just X out the people. I don't care. Fuck people. People is crazy to me. People's lamps. But I care about people though. Humanity need a savior. Humanity got Jesus and God that sent Jesus so that people would have a way out and then have to like suffer the hijacking of the karmic wheel. You know what I'm saying? The hijacking of the karmic wheel, man. The mother truckers trying to take control over the spirit realm. They're trying to take control over the lives. Pixel T, what's up, Queen? Salutes to you. They try to use technology on this Pixel. And me feeling groggy all day. How we got 2 people in the chat that fell off already? Like, that's why I be coming in here arguing and screaming and cussing and shit. Because it be real pussy motherfuckers that be on my line, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Real shit. I'll scare them off before we even show anything. But we even talk before we even talk about anything. Real shit. I'll scare them off for real. They'll have to go turn this shit down. They have to go like look at something more friendly for the weak. The non-believers can't hang. They you know what I'm saying? I don't even know why they even sub to me. Real talk. Like I really is strong enough to deal with these pictures. That's why I am the way I am. Because look, ain't no soft ass person gonna be able to talk about this shit with a real sense. Straight up, dog. Ain't no hitting the punching bag or the weight sets or none with me, dog. You either God love you or I'm gonna get the green light to take you off of here. Here's what I'm saying to the whole meeting in China with the president and Xi Jinping. Like all the douchebags in one place. If there was any other time that a nuke should have went off, it was when Trump, Xi Jinping, Elon Musk, if only they had the rest of the scumbags in this world just all put there so that we could do without them, make content without them. You know what I'm saying? Like Xi Jinping ain't shit. That motherfucker trying to take over an island. Lame. China really fucked up. China really on some bullshit. Like we need China. China need China. China need China. We don't need China. China need China. China need to learn how to help each other out. Sis, check it. If China is any type of example of the United States, oh shit, man, these white people is gonna be racist and trash this place altogether. And the black people is going to be racist and trash this place altogether. And then all the brown people and yellow people, if they exist, that type, is going to just do the same. They're going to follow suit and go crazy because they're going to be upset that they can't do it like Red Squid. And I don't care. They got a population problem and they ain't even try to fix it. Saying you can only have 2 kids, that's crazy. Why don't you build some fucking apartment buildings, you lazy piece of shit? How you gonna tell people to only have 2 kids and you got all that fucking land? The whole Gobi Desert, I don't know, because people be out here thinking China's smart. I don't know what the fuck y'all thought. Yo, you know the world fucked up. We out here thinking Chinese people is intelligent. Real shit, because them motherfuckers sitting out there with a big ass desert. What you need a desert for? What does anybody need a desert for? What's the long-term benefit of maintaining a desert on your property? What's that long term? What's that benefit, man? I know they can't touch me on this. I'm like MC Hammer. I'm like MC Hammer, man. Real talk. I'm like MC Hammer. I feel like MC Hammer, but I feel like a hammer, not a Mario Brother hammer. You know what I'm saying? The other type of hammer. Real shit. Hammer time. You know what I mean? Start. You know what I mean? Hey, look, man. China is a disgrace. Where Jet Li at? He Korean. We can't call him. Where Jackie Chan is a bitch. Jackie Chan's daughter and son don't like him. He disowned his daughter. She's homeless. And he said that his son got to work for, he ain't giving his son no money whatsoever. And that he signed up for Chinese charities to take his shit. And so look, Jackie Chan out there with the little circle around his eye. Jackie Chan can't learn English. Like English, he still can't get it. It's been 45 years. This motherfucker still can't talk right. That tell us something, that he don't got no love or respect, or he got all his respect and love for the worst of China. He might be a secret lifelong pedophile. He might be a baby eater, because in all my days and all my time doing the research and doing it fine, it was only once that I seen babies in a pot with carrot and celery, and that shit was looking hot. I'm talking about stewed up infants, and that was something from Chinese sources, and I'll never forget it. Them truckers can't tell me nothing. I wouldn't care what they come up with, because I know they just bluffing. They still can't get no pussy. They still don't even know what an Egg McMuffin is or blueberry muffin. They not humans. The motherfuckers drinking out the sewer, living in plastic homes that they people made for them. They could fall over any minute. They crunched up together and shit, like they don't even give a fuck like about personal space. And then the government throw people away, take out their organs, and imprison them because they doing Tai Chi. Do you know what Tai Chi is? Tai Chi is probably the slowest and weak forced form of martial art ever. And you do it in you do it in one space, and you don't even use it to fight people. And them motherfuckers still will arrest somebody for doing Qigong. So I really don't, China could get their ass whooped. I heard that Xi Jinping didn't like to be called Winnie the Pooh because he looked big and sweet like god dang Winnie the Pooh. The man looked like he tasting something sour every time you see him. His ass, even with his mouth closed, he looked like he got some type of, like some smack. It's like some smack. He about to smack his lips, but in the middle of the smack with his mouth closed, that's what Xi Jinping looked like. In the middle of the smack, like he about to smack down. Yo, listen, Xi Jinping looks sweet. Let's just be honest. And he took offense to Winnie the Pooh. That shit hit him in the ribs. He used to be over here, I don't care. But I know one thing. Them cats want to live forever. And that show you that the world ran by the devil. Because they ain't got shit else going for them. Don't nobody want to be them. They don't run no type of social virality. The only thing viral that come from out of China is the Covina. The shit came out of a Resident Evil symbol logo. Because really, them type of Chinese ain't the original. It's some type of archonic parasite that time traveled and put themselves in a dimension or a place that they wasn't original to. Now they claiming to be from over there, and we supposed to believe it. They claiming to be from here, but we supposed to believe that shit? How the fuck you be in the same spot for thousands of years and you ain't got no roads, bitch? You a lazy son of a bitch. Lazy people don't make it in the world. Y'all ain't see all them dinosaurs roaming around back in the day. I don't know why they won't claim being from the tundra. That shit is dangerous out there, bitch. Wouldn't nobody want to be out there. You know what I mean? Wouldn't nobody want to be on some nomadic shit from the Hollow Earth to the North Pole to the Siberians off the ice sheet shit? If you're from the tropics. And so shit, yeah, they could keep that shit. We'll meet them when they get here. You feel me? Like the ice melted, and now we got this mix between these so-called Europeans and Asians. And they done turned into Native Americans and Tekashi 6ix9ine. The Siberians, the Native Americans, Tekashi 6ix9ine, like draw a link to all that shit. That's what we're getting. That dude that said, we don't want to sign to no blacks. Remember that? The rapper? Yeah. That too. You know what I mean? All the way to Marco Rubio. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is a Marco Rubio? If you look at Marco Rubio, you probably could see any type of he almost like, listen, ain't nobody like me. I rep the four corners and everything in between. Genetically and all type of shit. Marco Rubio, though, he a clown. I don't know what he is. He don't know what he is. And that's the dangers of the mulatto, right? The mulatto, right? The hybrid is on the fence, literally. The motherfucker is teetering and always was the shortcoming, right? Like, oh, because you got that in you is the reason why you fail. The reason why your genes bad is because them shits don't melt. Like iron and clay. Ain't that what it said? But there was two wombs, Jacob and Esau, and we dealing with them. And what did God say? He hated Esau. Esau ain't shit. How else could y'all see it any different? The Edomites are the Idumeans, and there's the Romans. That's why they got big ass, dumb ass noses. Who gives a fuck about it, really? If you know it ain't you, ain't got shit to do with you. You know they, you know what I mean? They lying. Where they locks at? They got no Samson in their lineage. Samson had 7 of them. They only got 2 when they twist they shit, and that shit look like dumbass curls. Come on, man. Stop trying to run this world. Yo, share this out to a small hat. Let them know how I feel about it. Like real shit. Y'all is like the biggest dumbass cult because y'all are aliens, man. Y'all are aliens, man. Y'all motherfuckers is a whole species, bitch. We see you now. Hey, look. 3-Eye Atlas burned right past and through y'all and all type of shit. I mean, 3-Eye Atlas destroy our enemies, man. Just as mere presence, because they ain't got no answer for that shit. It ain't no pointy-eared, rat-faced motherfucker behind the wheel of 3-Eye Atlas. How about that, motherfuckers? Bitch-ass motherfuckers. Hate y'all. I hate those people, y'all. I hate them. I've always hated them. Even when I ain't know why I hated them. I could sense God ain't like him. For real shit. If they was a volleyball, my only purpose is to spike them. You know what I mean? Put them bitches in the ground. Hey, look, man, there's some limes. Real shit. They ain't got no swag. All non-believers is not blessed. They just been not blessed. People that's not blessed and still fucking. That's what we dealing with. People that them had kids and shit, and both of them ain't shit. So you know their kids ain't shit either, right? You know that. But wait, kids are innocent to the scriptures. It's like the pressure's on them because when a person is born, everything that come into the matrix belongs to the Lord. So can't nobody judge that person and call that person a Jew or a Christian or a Muslim. That person is a clean, innocent baby. It don't need to be baptized. Only grown people that don't live in this world in sin needed to be baptized, right? And so the point is, right, is that everybody that get born get a chance to accept Jesus Christ as their Savior and turn to God and be away from sin. So that's the purpose. That's the reason why anybody out of the 4 corners of the earth could be just as saved as the next person that's saved. Right. And so that's Israel. That's what is real. That's what will be real. who God chooses, that is his children, they will be the ones blessed into the next reality, right? They will experience the reality of God's kingdom ruling the earth forevermore, right? So now, this is a training, this is a teaching time. And it's like, that's why it looked like, the world, Satan run the world, say so. Like Satan gonna run the world, but he gonna get destroyed. In the book of Enoch, the Samayezel is thrown into the purifying fire, and everything that the fallen angels had done will be undone. And all the grief and the strife that the fallen angels had committed will be undone. And it will be as if, God will redeem his people, put it like that. And the people that get returned, or that return to the earth, are going to be in the glory of God. And that's the saints, when the saints come marching in. When the saints come marching in, it's going to look like a bunch of UFOs and things that showed up. But really, angels move. That's how angels move, for real. That's how angels look and communicate in this physical reality. And so we understand Merkabahs, we understand auras. So it's just that, like, how bad is these people going to go? God bless us. I don't know. God gave them a time allotted to them, and we don't need to know how bad they can get. We know enough of it, is what I'm saying. So shit, I'm gonna land right there and holler at the chat. Sunshine Queen, Sunshine, what's up? Queen Pixel T, what's up? Pixel T said, I don't know. I think the pandemic wiped out a huge part of their population, unless their footage is being stayed. Yeah, they did have the little incinerators, burners, and shit running day and night over there. What do you call it? Satellite camera picked up infrared heat images coming from China 24/7. 24/7, boy. Yeah, you're right. That probably was for them and shit. But I think that they sent them. They went. Ever seen Mars Attacks? Remember they was getting their suits put on and shit. They had them little diapers on and shit. And the bitch it would get on the conveyor belt, and the thing they'll come by the thing, and their shit would stamp a suit on their ass. It's like they came, like they had people, like regular people, that just walked through, get the COVID, and then got on a plane and went to every country that they could. They did their best to spread that shit like a biological weapon. Every single what you call it, pandemic came from China. The Black Death, the bubonic plague came from China. The Spanish flu came from China. Covina came from China. Anything came from China. They make those things too. Disease, like, oh Lord, the F is that. So that's why I said Arcanic. Definitely that's Queen Sunshine P. Salutes. Live and learn. What's up, bro? Salutes to you. All right. So y'all got anything y'all want to talk about? Y'all, you know what I mean? I'll give y'all a couple minutes. It's 20 and 2 seconds. It's 25 minutes after the start of this show. So I gave y'all a couple seconds, but I already got shit. I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm not even thinking, like, this is the most freestylic era ever. All I need to do is line up the shits with these type of photos. But I like what I got. I like what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I can go ahead, screen share. Damn. Screen share. Screen share. Bomb. The fuck? And so I like that digital sound shit, that digital interface shit. Like the motherfucking button is in the air and it's like digital lights and like beep, it's how I make all them little noises and shit. Like hell yeah, click, 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 bitch. Like we out here. Let me get my phone. I'm about to go to the pictures. What pictures should we see? Should we look at the news? Should we look at the news? Let's look at the news, man. I did know that China and Trump had a little meeting, had a little agreement. All right, I can see the chat. Let's go to the news. This photo, the most convincing ever I've seen to prove aliens are watching us, says the Mirror US. That's 11 hours ago. By Michael Moran for the Mirror. Since the late 40s, blah, blah, blah. What picture are you talking about? So this is from the moon, 1972. It's a handout image was provided by a third-party organization and may not adhere to Getty image editorial policy. In this handout image provided by the Department of War, an archival image from the Apollo 17 mission to the moon. The yellow box containing a large area of the original photo in which 3 lights are visible above the lunar terrain. Department of War announced the initial release of new, never before seen files, la, la, la. So let's look at it then. This is what the government said, y'all. Let's pretend they was asking for my help. Let's see. Huh. Okay. So that's clearly not America's. It's a triangular formation made by lights. No proof of actual form in a triangular shape. But we've seen that before. We've seen that here on Earth. So that means that the things we see on Earth is also some shit that can reach the moon. All right. All right. So let's go to adjustments. Let's go to sharpness all the way up. Saturation all the way up. Just basically lights, all lights, everything up. So those are 3 separate light sources that's in a triangle formation. See? Shield up. So yeah, that's what it is. 3 independent light sources. Well, that's what I think it is. I could be wrong though, but so anyways, you still see it clearer. And so that showed up while they was on the moon. So I guess that means they went to the moon. If not, if you don't believe they went to the moon, then that means that they were fake a UFO on the moon. All right. So you see all this disturbance around these yellow lines. That's because that's fake. It's a digital image. Like it's an artifact, but you don't see that around these dots. So that's interesting also, how you can see that what is fake, what is CGI, whatever, this artwork that's fake. You see how it create these disturbances around it. And so like, let's call that a fake aura. It's interesting that it's blue, but it's just, you know, when you see the lights and they're brought out, they're not the same color. It's a blue light, a turquoise light, and a white light. And they're not, it's a triangle shape. It's a triangle shape. I say it's a trifecta shape. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like a real skinny triangle. So I don't know. That could be a ship, but no. That's a message to whoever can see it. So I wouldn't know why they would put those three. I don't know. But that's NASA telling on itself. So we can at least say that this is proof that the government is facing mysteries. It's facing mysteries that it don't have answers for, unless it know the answers already. Then they just mess around. Because where the real shit at? I know they got some realer shit than that, don't they? Like they showing us all this slow shit, and it's like, Trump, what is Trump doing? He trying to, you know what I mean? He trying to cook the situation. Because if he got them truckers, like, what happened to the autopsy photo? Was that real or not? McGovern urges Trump family to stage intervention after Obama arrest call. Who's McGovern? McGovern urges Trump medical intervention call. Representative, hold on. Jim McGovern urged Trump family or cabinet to intervene after Trump reposted a demand to arrest Barack Obama. McGovern criticized Trump's $1 billion White House ballroom plan as a vanity project, economic hardship for many Americans. So what if they replace Trump with a bunch of presidents, y'all? And like, they be like, yo, Trump did so much terrible shit that we need to really come together and heal this country, man. Because Trump represent the worst. Like, Trump represent bullshit. Pixel T with the yo say, so what? Illuminati gang card is presently being played. Probably. Somebody got that shit. Yo, this the worst though. This piece of listen, it's fair to call him a piece of shit. You know, because fascists are pieces of shit. And so if he allowed Mandami, mayor of New York, to call him a fascist, it's basically saying, and without, you know, using other terms, that he's a piece of shit, because we all know fascists are pieces of shit. And so he already told Mandani it's all right to call him a piece of shit. And so I'm gonna follow suit and call this president a piece of shit. I'm not saying that the last president wasn't a piece of shit. I'm not saying that Bush is good. I'm just saying that, look, this is the one I'm calling out for being a fascist piece of shit, because that's what fascists are. And it's okay to call him that. And he done such a bad job to this country. He don't got no political powers. He got no political experience. He had never served created laws. He never served the people. He never held public office. He never did anything that is remotely close to politics. And all he'd ever done was shrewd business. And he a scumbag. And it's like, it's going to be so powerful to be able to say he a scumbag and was a scumbag. He definitely going to hell. And so I think it's like when it's over for Trump, the whole world is going to be like, what the fuck was that? Like Michael Jackson. We saw Michael Jackson bleach himself. It wasn't until later on we were like, what the fuck was going on, son? That's Trump. Trump represent what a piece of shit an American can be. And we're going to have to spend time and years to work back and earn the respect and credit that we deserve for all the input and for all the love that we got for people in this world. Like, we don't want to be misrepresented anymore, right? Because this guy don't have no type of sense of anything that the people, the actual citizens of America have. He is a minority. He is of the elite minority that lacks what makes America great. Just because he's a business person doesn't mean anything. It's a lot of business people out here. I bet you if the world or anybody in the world and the world altogether that ever had any interaction with Trump would talk to some people that got their own small businesses and shit, they would see that Trump is not an American by definition. Like, he is a disgrace, and disgraces aren't labeled that which they want to be claimed to be. And he's the president. He's going to always think he's an American. Even if he's the worst American president, people going to still try. Maybe they might still try to be like he was still all right. You know what I mean? And that's where God going to just see those type of people to be the most weakest. They're going to be the pariahs, like Caroline Levitt and all them people that work for him, Egg Seth and all them shits. That when this shit is over with, when his administration is over with, they ain't going to be able to find a job nowhere. They may be a bus driver or something. I don't even know if that. Like, people are going to hate their guts. And they're going to see that racist bastards are the stupidest people in the world, and that don't nobody need them. They can't do nothing right. They're not smart. They're not thoughtful. People that worship Satan and go and frolic with Satanists and do all that type of stuff aren't blessed. They don't have the best ideas, right? And, you know what I mean? They don't have good karma. And we don't want negative karma to be claiming us, running our country, having any power over us or any say over us. We do not need these people. And what he going to do is, it's possible that he going to crash out against minorities if he think that his health failing or that he going to get impeached. He going to try to use presidential power to crash out. You know what I'm saying? And do the worst so that he could be seen as they're going to have to kick him out. Right? He ain't going to leave willingly. They're going to have to drag him out. Like, he wants to say who's going to stop him for staying in the White House. If he chose to stay, like, he think he talking shit. And it's like, that's what a criminal, like, that's what you get for allowing criminals to run the country. They're never satisfied with what works. And that's why they end up breaking shit. That's why they end up, you know what I mean? Like, he went and broke Iran up, killed people, killed children, right? That was him. That was his personal call, was to strike that school, allegedly, right? Because only he gonna make that call, man. He wanted to kill them little girls. That's crazy. And he got a daughter. Terrible. He killed all them people, even though it was no imminent threat. And he got a son. You can't touch us, man. Like, God people still gonna be around when these evil people is over with. He gonna try to do whatever he try to do, but that hatred is just not called for. All he had to do was a good thing and the right thing, and he killed them kids. He killed them kids, man. He killed them Palestinians. He let his friend Netanyahu horse them and basically just, say basically the president is owned by the Jews of Israel. And that even though this country has taught of a history in which colonialists that immigrated, colonialists that went to war and took over the land and made it to where immigrants from their old origin countries could come into this country and do stuff. Like, I don't know, man. He just terrible. It was just a damn act. It was just a show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a cheap trick. Him and Elon Musk getting together. Now they together over at Xi Jinping house, though. So Elon Musk don't work for Doge no more, but he with Trump and the cabinet. Elon Musk don't work for Doge no more, but he with Trump. He with Trump in China. Is it me, or do he got eyes of a Down syndrome person? What's wrong with Trump's eyes? Like, is them reptilian peepers? What an idiot. They say he a frog, man. They say he a frog. That might be what it is. Y'all remember that? That shit said he with the frog god. Nonsense. All right. So let's look. That was really good. That whole concept. So what Illumina? All right. So yeah, they said yo a frog, dog. Yo said get him a doctor. JD Vance's humiliation escalates after Iowa broad plot resurfaces. Wait a minute, what? Iowa bride. Did I say broad? Iowa bribe. I can't say Iowa like that. Like, that's probably the first time I said Iowa in like when? Since 2013 or some shit. Like, who the fuck says Iowa? What is Iowa? Where that shit at again? Who the fuck is in Iowa? I guess ain't nothing in Iowa. Ain't no crime in Iowa. Ain't no crime in Iowa. I ain't never heard breaking news. Gunman storms into a church in Iowa and I ain't never heard that. Iowa don't get on the news for nothing. Look at their little flag. Let's Wikipedia Iowa real quick. Iowa is a landlocked state in the upper Midwest region of the United States. It borders Mississippi, Big Sioux River, Wisconsin to the northeast, Illinois to the east and southeast, Missouri to the south, Nebraska to the west, then South Dakota to the northwest, and Minnesota. God damn, how many goddamn states is around it, motherfucker? Man, Iowa. Y'all just like a little gas station state, huh? Them motherfuckers come straight through you going somewhere else. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states surrounding Iowa. That's crazy. That's wild. There's Iowa. Yeah, I guess people are always moving through Iowa. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. But what that got to do with JD Vance? JD Vance is having a terrible week as usual. This is Henry Giardina for the, I don't know what that is. Is that Queerty? I know the gays ain't got their own publication, news publication. Dude. Is that what that is? I don't know what that is. I don't know where the story, who's he reading for? It could be the AI. I don't know who he wrote this article for, but it said yesterday his childhood bully came after him with receipts. Oh shit. His childhood bully came after him with receipts. Let's put his face up there so y'all know what I'm talking about. His childhood bully. That motherfucker was bullied as a kid. That's crazy. They done bullied JD. He getting bullied in the White House. He getting bullied. They're like, shut up, JD, you stupid motherfucker. Shut the fuck up, JD, when the doors close and shit. The man looked like he got on some goddamn eyeliner. So it says, yesterday his childhood bully came after him with receipts. Today he's facing a fresh scandal concerning a rally that people reportedly had to be bribed to attend. Oh, thought it was something serious. He don't got no dirt on him. That's why Trump probably got him, because he is as clean as a goddamn. Less than a month later, Vance is getting busted for having to actually pay people to show up at the rally, or at least a lobbyist in Big Ethanol's pocket. He is dirty. He a corrupted meatball. He talks shit about Crockett, Shorty Crockett. I want to do some work. Ethanol, that motherfucker. They say the VP humiliation to a whole nother level. What the fuck is going on? I don't understand what this article is saying. They just saying JD Vance getting jammed on. He a bitch, just like his eyeliner tell us. We could tell he a little, you know what I mean? Yeah, like a little bitch for real. That's why Trump picked him. Did y'all see the video of Umar Johnson talking about the Vedic Hindu East Indian backgrounds of all these people? You know what I'm saying? And then, Drewski, he also did a bit that I wrote a ways back. And that was them British actors playing American roles. I got it on the thumb drive still. But yeah, I came out with that a couple of years back. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm not going to go rush and try to find the video and then upload it and say, see, I was here first. Like, that's childish and stupid. But I'm just saying, shout out to all the people that know me. They know that I'm not new to it. I'm Red Squid, never new to it. You feel me? Up there with John Henry Clark. Shout out to the dear brother John Henry Clark. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the great Pan-African teachers out there that had, you know what I mean, laid down the groundwork so that people could get it to where it's at now. No matter what a person claiming, you have people that was out there doing their thing. So You know what I mean? When it comes to the power of the word, when it comes to the research, when it comes to the relay, it's all, what I mean? People came through with their cadences of teaching and their expressions of thought and made it to where, you know what I mean? This is black power. This is opposite of what the colonial slave racist bastard opposition, slave mastering, slave desiring. How about that? Slave desiring opposition of the majority. You know what I mean? This is opposite them people that is like running shit, like they running people over, like they stepping all over people. This is like a human versus alien war. And them people from the underworld, they up here like they aliens. But you know what? The thing is, even though they from the underworld, they still was made by original man. They was created in a lab down there. And so we were beefing with this. It's kind of like, it's kind of like with the Pandora box, right? And it's kind of like if those was nanoparticles of darkness, antimatter, and they had made it into where these things had, you know what I mean? Now they made it probably for them to be slaves and made them to, sex objects and all the things you could think of. They ate them and all that shit. Yeah. And but out of control. Once it got out of control, then the people was on the run, and then it was only a matter of time before they came up from the hollow earth because their population was so big. So that's when we started to experience them, and when it came with the ice cap. Them ice cap tundra nomads came from, so that must have been eons of time that had went for there to be populations like it is to come in to but that's just a possibility. That's just a possibility, man. But at the end of the day, there was basically people before humans is. And that's why we're going to make a build today. We're going to go ahead and create a build based on the pre-humans. So let's get to it. Y'all got any questions? I can see the chat. Look at them foreheads. You see how them foreheads is equal? Equal foreheadage. Equal foreheadage. Interesting. Look. These are two people at war with each other secretly. They is performing before the camera. You see that? I see deceit in this one. I see her reveling inside of the takeover. I see the original holding back only because of the threat. These are forced pictures, in my opinion. The idea of them tall foreheads. That's what it's all about. What y'all know about it? This is a royal trait. It's a royal trait right there to have a tall forehead like that. That's why Ethiopians had big. No whole shit about it, man. Look, they shit like that. Look at that forehead. Look at that forehead. That's the people call that abnormal. That's abnormal. To have a forehead like that. You on some other people shit. You on some other people time because you're not telling us what it is. Just out here. Big forehead like that. That shit shrunk. That shit used to be bigger than that. She looked like she mixed with black. I was about to say that with Shorty back here for real. She looked kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? But that shit probably her shit for real. They just tell us that she formed that. You know, some of them do be forming they shit like that, but shit, I don't know. They could have really been existing out here. Because look, they shit big as a bitch. Damn. Yeah. Damn, look at that. So he definitely is proof that that forehead is connected to the royals because he one of them. You know what I mean? Over there in Europe. I don't know, man. I think my mic could be better, man. I don't know what's going on. It's like I'm doing the show in my car or some shit. Like it always sound like this. We're gonna go through this real quick. Like they all big head motherfuckers. Okay, we got it. Look, damn, where this from? America. Damn. Is that Chinese? I can't even tell because it's the same. That's Olmec. That's an Olmec jade. And so them people was over here saying, look, that's the little dumb. That's the dummy that was the courier for P Diddy. You know they all keep it. Not the biggest head with the craggly teeth. Shit. The motherfuckers was out here, man. Look, man. All right, forget all that. That ain't even the damn point. So we talking about pre-humans. And so we gotta remake some of these videos. We're gonna do one by one. So this is a sword that was discovered in North Carolina, and it's really American, but they say it's Chinese. They don't understand why it's there. Right? They don't understand why it's there. It's like a mystery. It's like they can't say it's not true, not real, but there's no, you know what I mean? We're going to make sense out of it because that's what we can do. Like that. We like that for real, man. We definitely is going to make sense out of this shit. And so that's a trait right there from the Americans. That crown of feathers. That's a trait. That's an American trait. So I'm just saying, watch, bring to the front. See how that look. That's good. So people can get a real good look at that someday. But it ain't gonna be today. I'm just kidding. North Carolina. So I think that's the back of it, as a matter of fact. There it is. That's the front. Yo, left side is parish off, man. That's what's up. So we get a picture of the blade. That would be great. Picture of the blade. That would be good. Get a close up of the blade. That will have all the shots in it. That's good. That's good. So that's all the angles close up of this particular artifact. That's good. All right. So now let's print it. So that was the back side the whole time. That's what we made. All right. And so now design. All right. All right. So let's start. Let's go. So this is the sword. That's the close up. That's the back side. That's a close up on the blade. That's a close up on the whatever they call that. The hilt. Oh, no, that's not the hilt. Whatever that is. The guard. Okay, so that's the sword. And so now we're going to pull up on his face. Duplicate. We'll pull up on his face. And then we're gonna, I don't know, should we come with the realist, or should we make that like people wait for it? Come with the realist, no hold back. Somebody really and truly. Somebody, she really take care of me. It's a duty, night and day. Because you are my lady. Yo, who did that? Holding back. I really appreciate. Damn, it was like a little simple. It was a good song. It was a good simpish. It's a good simp anthem. It was a sampton. It was a good simp anthem. Let me reset my chat. Maybe I'm missing shit. Y'all ain't saying nothing. It's like that. It's like that. So how I want to communicate this? This is difficult. I'm going with the front with the what? This shit wild, dog. Like I really got that. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Nah, excuse me. I forgot I wasn't muted. It happens, man. It's straight air. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I just get over it. I want to be that channel where people get over shit like that. And I can still make it. Can I still make it? Probably not. I'll make it. I'll make it regardless, even if I belch all the time on the drop of a dime. Nah, that's nasty, man. I don't want to hear it. I know you don't want to hear it. You know, it'd be too late, too. I don't give you no warning. I apologize. I really do. I apologize. All right. Since there's only a minimum amount of evidence for this type of thing. We should be through soon. Oh, damn. Yo, why is the mic on? I didn't unmute myself. This is a complex build I can foresee. Let's try to keep it clean. Oh, I did belch. I did belch earlier. My bad. I apologize. It's gonna be, yeah, man. Just put the shit on mute, man. For real. We got the dreads. We got the dreads. That's wild. Dang. That look like Buddha. Oh, oh my God. That's a Buddha statue, y'all. That is a Buddha statue. That's why I'll be talking the way I do on this shit. What? Buddha statues got the little dot in the middle of their head, eyebrows just like that. Wow. Yeah. So we had to get a Buddha picture sometime. Interesting. We're going to skip that one. We're going to skip that one. We need a little picture of an American, a little Indian. We need a picture of a little Indian. So with crown feathers, I remember. Yeah. All right. Yes. No statue. I need to put statue. Art. Statue. Stop making it hard. Stop making it difficult, y'all. This is good enough. Because we can't find what we look for right now, so we're gonna keep it moving. We'll take that. We was looking for more of a circular crown shit, but we'll take that. I did say ancient. Look at all this, these like these water tattoos and shit. It's great. Let's go to some giants. Auto. Becky, big feet. Bigfoots. Blackbird, black hat, black, white, black, blow up dog, blue elephant, blue people, blue people. Black pan, blue, black excellence, black face. Cat people. Coke, J. Blige, Crescent, Squash, Cursed Animals, Disney, Dit, Dropa, Duel, Ease Off the Break a Little Bit, Enemy Combats, Fish People, Both Slides, Masons, Furry Foot, Giant Haiti Heroes, Human Trafficking, Industry Khalifa. Let's go to Khalifa. There it is. There it is. I tell you what, things keep going this way, and they won't have no luck. Even more so, I say. Check it out. And I ain't gonna repeat it either. Unless I see the what they going to see another one that look decent. That's good. And so Chief Powhatan depiction proves that he was dark skinned. No whole shit about it. Fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that was successful. Let's let's do Queen Khalifa again. We already did Queen Khalifa. We can't do Queen Khalifa again. We gotta stay on topic. I think Vancouver is a place up there. It's not California. It's over there, and Vancouver. Shit. That island, Vancouver Island, is the island I think they talk about, not California. So what we're doing, we're talking about uh, talking about something else. We need to be talking about these goddamn. So that's, let's see if there's anything that go on. I want to make it clear that that's a damn well that this does show that it's a phoenix, or not a phoenix. What do they call it? A griffin. So we should put something that's griffin there. Without getting into the whole lion stuff. I think we should skip it. All right. We need to create another area. We need to go back to what we was doing. And close that, man. Make sure everything out here is good. Okay. This shit getting convy. Don't get convoluted, man. Stay on the fucking topic. Weird eared motherfuckers. Man. I think we done though. That's it. I still gotta do that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we got it all. We ain't got these people though. Slave masters with the fez on. All right, we done. We done. Let's put these in between there. So that's some American shit. And flow like that. That's the whole headdress. That's American too, bong. So we're gonna have to break it down like that. Oh, man, son. All right. So that took 39 minus 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. 34 slides. Now, let me go holler at the chat. New Kind, what's up with you? Pocahontas' cousin was Peyton Randolph, a Continental Congressman before George Washington was president. Was known and knew Thomas Jefferson. Salutes. You know what? New Kind, you still in the building? I had a dream a long time ago, before I was hip to anything Aboriginal American. And in the dream, it was like I was in America, in the United States or whatever. And I saw this. I don't know if I was in the future or in the past. No, I was somewhere in the future, and I had seen this woman appear, and when I seen her, it's like she came from the beginning, like the ancient, like she was like an ancient Aborigine of the land of here in America, right? And she was dark skinned. She was like a dark bronze. And I had went up to her, and I kind of like brought her with me and shit, because she didn't know where she was at. It was like she was in the future, but she was from the past. She was from the past, and somehow it was like some type of cross-dimensional thing happened where she had popped up. And I mean, I don't think we said it. I took her up to like this little restaurant and just was sitting there. That's the last thing I remember. But at the time, I didn't know why she had appeared and to be like the oldest people there. Like she appeared to have came from an ancient past. Because I think that it was put on to me that this was the United States, of course. I was like, in dreams, how you be knowing where you at. So she was like a young, she was like in her early, maybe her 20s or something, but she was like a time traveler. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say time travel. Like, let's say we go back in time and shit, right? And and like somebody that was like, I guess they was here, but it was in the past. And that same spot in the future had a whole bunch of stuff on it, like, buildings and shit. New Kind said he had a dream of Ogun before I knew who he was, so I know he real. Orisha Ogun. Yeah, okay. See, that's how you know. they'll talk to you, they'll communicate somehow. The truth before you. That's how you know this shit real, right? Because you ain't have no idea, but you know that's what it was. And so when you see things like it or whatever that is, that's how you know it. Yep. Because I wouldn't have known what to call it, but now I got like, I could say, yep, that was an Aborigine from the America side of things. And she was dark brown. She wasn't like black as midnight type. She was dark brown. I remember that. And so, you know, God made all type of hues. And like, I don't think we could determine a hue by an area because there's black people, dark black people depicted here also. But it was so peculiar. I was like, what is going on? So I had rushed over to her, like, to protect her. To protect her, right? Because she was like, she didn't know where she was. Like she had dropped out of a portal. I don't know how else to explain this shit. You ever seen the movie Splash with Tom Hanks? Because when that shorty was like a human, she didn't know what the fuck was going on. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, yo. Then so you guided her. She wasn't in her time or something. Yeah, it was like that. I like protected her, but I brought her onto my company. So it's kind of like I went to her and put some on her, but it's like I just took her to this spot. We went upstairs, right? And you know what's really weird? I want to say that first of all, it was a train station, and I was on a train, and I was looking out the window, and that's how I saw her. And so I had got off the train, and I had, you know, that's how I approached her. But it was like at that time, it was so many times that I had stayed on that train and just watched her out the window. But this is the time that I didn't. So I just want to let that be clear. Like that happened. But I'll just, you know, I went to her and I examined her, I guess. And it was like, that's what I got, that she was from the past. She was from here and the past. But she wasn't old looking or nothing, right? And so it was like that tell you right there. Like you get that feeling of antiquity, but they're not like elderly. It's like, that shit was tough, man. But I didn't have no real thoughts after that because it was like it was over relatively quickly. Oh yeah. And it was outside too. It wasn't in a train station. It was at a train station though. It was a point where people got off at and shit. You know what I mean, or whatever. Yeah. But it was like I got off to go tend to her, and I just, you know what I mean, I could tell that I had stayed on there before. So, you know, it's interesting. The dream world is some shit. Yeah, for real. For reals, man. So I had a dream, and it was my most recent dream. It was vivid, and it was like I was in a movie in which it was we was all, it was real though. It was like you know, like we was all like dealing with these type of monsters. Like we couldn't really, I didn't really see the monster, but that's what we was dealing with. And it felt like this Starship Trooper shit. It was like we was against something like that. Right. But I can't say that I actually seen them, but it was like that was the vibe, right? And it was a group of us, and it was like a whole bunch of people. It was like the neighborhood had to run in a direction at the same time. But it wasn't like that many people. It was like we survived for so it was like a movie, and we out here is like trying to put up the fences and shit, and like it was something about the door, and the thing had bit me or stung me or something, right? Because we was all trying to hold the door closed, and the shit like stuck me through a crack, like it stung me and shit, right? And so I remember thinking, is this going to turn me into a zombie and shit, right? Because that's what happened. I'll be thinking like, yo, did anybody else see that shit? Like, yo, what? Like, you know what happens when you get bit in the movie, yo? That shit ain't never good, yo. And so I remember thinking like, oh shit, what this mean? What this shit mean? This shit stung me on my hand or finger or something. And so it didn't mean shit. We had continued. It was like, yo, these monsters. And shit, that's just all the last thing I remember of the dream was like being in this type of stressful situation where we planning and plotting how to even how to go about things. It was post-apocalyptic-ish. It was and when I woke up, I thought about a movie. Like I could foresee a story where people could create bioengineered monsters to take care of unwanted population. And then when it's time for them to when all the people is gone and shit, they can set down situations that will call all the monsters to it. And they would just, they'll get rid of them. So then it'll be like, it'd be nothing threatening on the surface of the world. Like the monsters would take away, or can control, how you say it? The monsters can destroy anything. They can destroy anything that ain't nice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying. That's technology because I'm really programming it now. Anything that ain't good, anything that's not serving God, anything that's, not righteous, anything that's not, not worthy, like those things get destroyed. And God can make them any way He want them to look. He can make them look. And He could make them look some way just to fuck with us, just to, mess with somebody and make them feel and make them know the word, make them like left side is perish off. Yeah. Like, yeah, God deserves all the glory because God is real, man. You know what I mean? Like, God is so real that they got ways where they trying to test people. They trying to make people like lose their faith, test their faith, doubt themselves, listen to voices in their head, trying to be spiritual. Like if a person listen to voices in their head, then that, that's mind and body. And if a person, like, I guess it becomes a habit, it becomes a spiritual thing. So that's mind, body, and soul. And so if we don't got control of ourselves, then it's really saying that we, people that don't control themselves make it to where people can control them. And so it's like they want us to be like, oh, there they go. But we're not going to do it like that. We're going to be like, all right, so what they going to tell us? If they don't tell us the truth of the moon and what's on there, who on there, how that go, and the truth of the outer world, outer lands. If they don't tell us about the outer lands, they liars. If they don't tell us about the moon, they're liars. If they don't tell us about the hollow world, they are liars. I'm sorry, it did took me 2 hours to get here. You know, God has his own ways of doing things, and I'm not gonna ever try to like impede my thoughts or ideas or wills or desires upon that. I only serve to do what God exactly wants of me at the best of my ability. And you know what I'm saying? I rebuke the devil in the name of Jesus with every fiber and vibration, every time space. You know what I mean? For all time space, for real. Like forever and ever, for, you know what I mean? All existence, time, space, all that. Because yo, banging on the beast is fun, man. Because you know they ain't got nothing to deal with you with. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know that they don't got nothing to deal with you with and no debate, right? You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing to deal with you with. They got, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we like to do. We like to, you know, talk and and have it where you vocalize the truth. You know what I mean? You vocalize. So I mean, those you know, we go back to the basics on them, and they won't get no votes. They won't get no votes for real. Newcon said he'd been to the same place as many dreams in college, in many dreams, a college, a hood, and a suburb type place. He said he also had astral traveling experiences. Well, okay. Well, listen, this is an exercise I could suggest to all that here. So I had saw this footage that the government had released of these UAPs, and there was a zoom in on this UAP that had a little unique looking design on it, man. Like that shit looked like a little city platform, you know, and that shit zoomed off or whatever. So I go to sleep. I went to sleep thinking about that shit. I went to sleep thinking about, you know what I mean? I like try to meditate. If I do meditate, it's because I'm going to sleep. And that's like I fixated on that and slept like a baby. Because shit, what is that? Yeah, I looking like Silver Surfer thinking about it in our mental mind, but they out here manipulating our bodies, got us in type slavery or some shit. Like we can't be doing it like that. Like whatever's going on out there, somebody already knew about that shit. Where they at? Where they at? Because they should have been showed up since they know everybody want to know. And they getting lied to right now. And so what's the weight? What's the scale? Potentially getting lied to when they come to the UAP releases, the file releases from the government, the shadows. Potentially they getting lied to, I say. Because look, if they have stronger evidence, they should start with that. They should start with that, man. You know what I mean? Because really it ain't no nature freedom out there. Like when people say, like, all you gotta do is meditate. Like, listen, man, don't believe. That's a lie. There's no peace out here, man. There ain't no fucking such thing as meditation. These bitches ain't meditating. They just Gentiles. Pretending they ain't thinking about black people or some shit. There ain't no fucking peace. There ain't no fucking meditations, man. Trust and believe that, man. The motherfuckers, look at them. As a nation, as a people that got all that meditation going on, China and India put together ain't doing nothing. Straight up. China and India put together ain't shit, son. That's trillion people right there. And I did it. I did it. You know what I'm saying? That's funny, yo. Anyways, though, but yeah, though. People, yo, listen, people is getting lied to with them files for real. For real. Yeah. For real, for real. So this is remember that movie Fifth Element? This is Buddy. This is the Fifth Element statue. This is where they got it from. Ain't that a bitch? So me tying that in is gonna bring in Chris Tucker, man. It's a different type of build. It ain't the conventional build, I don't think. Whatever it is that is being communicated, it's not your conventional build, like go to one slide, then go to the next slide. Like it's not moving like that, yo. It's not moving like that. It's moving in another way. I'm trying to understand it. Because it's like throwing commercials in every 5 slides. Type. So this right here is really way after what's before it. And so to start on what's before that is why we really here. Right? And I had definitely put that somewhere. All right, that's that. All right. I think I put that on. Yeah, that's what I put on another slide. This one. Oh, I already got that. I already got that dead up, y'all. That's all. That's ready to go. So we're gonna go through that right now. We're gonna go through that right now. Let's see here. So it turns out that the Red Squid X-Files got the true version, like a real picture of one of these things. And ain't nobody else gonna do it. Straight up. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. So this is over in the, oh, damn, son. God damn it. It got a timer on it. So y'all see this, right? What y'all see is a very wonderless computer. Computer. What does wonderless mean?
Wanderlust means a strong desire to travel and explore new places.
What does wonderless mean?
Wanderlust means a strong desire to travel and explore new places.
Computer. What does WONDERLOUS?
WOND is a radio station in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Computer. What does wonderless mean?
Wonderless means devoid of wonder.
And what does the opposite of that called?
The opposite of wonderless is wondrous or amazing.
Wonderless or amazing. Repeat that.
Wondrous or amazing.
Wondrous or amazing. Wondrous. And where did that originate from? Computer. Where did those two words originate from?
Wondrous comes from Middle English, dating back to around 1500. It's related to the Old English word for wonder, with influences from German and other languages. Amazing originated in the early 1500s from the verb amaze, meaning to overwhelm with surprise.
Amaze. All right.
Amaze means to overwhelm with surprise or sudden wonder. Want to know some synonyms for amaze that also have interesting origins?
Computer. How many pre-human civilizations existed according to your research that you can do right now?
Fascinating question. While Homo sapiens appeared around 315,000 years ago, earlier hominins like Homo erectus and Neanderthals had their own cultures. Göbekli Tepe, dating to 9600 BCE, shows complex structures built by hunter-gatherers, challenging our understanding of civilization development. Göbekli Tepe is an incredible site. Want to learn more about what archaeologists have discovered there?
Yes.
Göbekli Tepe is fascinating. Archaeologists have uncovered massive T-shaped stone pillars up to 18 feet tall, decorated with animal carvings. Recent discoveries show evidence of domestic structures and food processing tools, suggesting it was more than just a ceremonial site. The latest excavations are revealing even more about how this site was used. Want to hear about those findings?
Yes. Yes.
Recent excavations at Göbekli Tepe revealed rectangular structures that may have been dwellings, suggesting the site was more than just a ceremonial center. They also found a life-size human statue between enclosures B and D, offering new insights into early Neolithic beliefs.
Yeah.
The human statue found at Göbekli Tepe is pretty significant. It was discovered between structures B and D, embedded horizontally in a chamber wall, suggesting it served as a votive offering. This rare anthropomorphic representation provides new insights into Neolithic rituals and the symbolic world of early human communities.
What would you say is their ancestors?
The people who built Göbekli Tepe likely descended from early hunter-gatherer groups in the region. Genetic studies suggest they had diverse ancestry, combining about 48% Anatolian Epipaleolithic, 33% Central Zagros Neolithic, and 19% South Levant Neolithic components.
South Levant. Repeat that.
South Levant Neolithic refers to the Neolithic period in the southern Levant region, which includes parts of modern-day Israel, Jordan, and Palestine.
So tell me, if there was a people that lived on the moon, what do you think they'd look like according to all the ancient renditions of people on the moon, in suspicion that they might be telling a little bit of the truth?
Ancient depictions of lunar beings are fascinating. Most ancient cultures depicted moon deities as human-like figures, often with crescent moon symbols. The Mesopotamian moon god Sin was shown as a man with a crescent headdress. Egyptian moon god Khonsu was typically depicted as a youthful man wearing a lunar disk. These representations suggest lunar beings were seen as similar to humans, not radically different.
Mm-hmm. So who had the most of those type of swag?
Ancient Egypt had some of the most elaborate moon deity depictions. Khonsu was shown as a young man with a lunar disk, while Thoth appeared as a baboon or ibis-headed figure, both symbolizing the moon's cycles.
So how many people could be on the moon right now if you could choose to answer in a unique manner?
Zero lunar residents at the moment, but 4 almost moon people are en route aboard Artemis 2, set to swing by in a few days for a gravity assist.
Gravity assist. Repeat that. Repeat that. I said repeat.
0 lunar residents at the moment, but 4 almost moon people are en route aboard Artemis 2, set to swing by in a few days for a gravity assist.
What does that mean?
It means no one is currently living on the moon.
What are the chance, computer? What is the chances that you are wrong?
Pretty slim, honestly. We've got solid tracking of every human in space right now, and the moon's not exactly a place you can set up shop without someone noticing the rocket launches.
When you said that, who is we?
Oh, that's just me being a bit cheeky with my language. When I said we, I meant the global network of space agencies, tracking systems, and launch monitoring services that keep tabs on who's up there.
But don't secrecy pervade in most governments?
Absolutely. Governments do keep plenty under wraps, especially when it comes to military and intelligence operations. But tracking humans in space is different. Launches are massive, visible events that amateur astronomers worldwide monitor constantly. There's actually a whole community of satellite spotters who track classified spacecraft using telescopes and orbital prediction software. So, while governments definitely have secrets, putting people on the moon without anyone noticing would be nearly impossible given how many eyes are watching the skies.
But people have been keeping their eyes on the skies and had seen UFOs on the moon.
Apollo astronauts did report seeing unusual objects near the moon. The newly released files include photos from Apollo 12 and 17 missions showing unidentified phenomena, though their nature remains unexplained.
So, taking all that the files had said, could you give us a remixed version of a summary of things that are true, but were said wasn't true before the files were released?
The newly released files confirm Apollo astronauts saw unexplained objects near the moon, and there's physical evidence like micrometeorites found on aircraft surfaces. Witnesses reported seeing small crew members in spacesuits, and a silver, noiseless, cigar-shaped object was observed.
Repeat that.
The newly released files confirm Apollo astronauts saw unexplained objects near the moon, and there's physical evidence like micrometeorites found on aircraft surfaces. Witnesses reported seeing small crew members in spacesuits, and a silver, noiseless, cigar-shaped object was observed.
Repeat that.
The newly released files confirm Apollo astronauts saw unexplained objects near the moon. There's physical evidence like micrometeorites found on aircraft surfaces. Witnesses reported seeing small crew members in spacesuits, and a silver, noiseless, cigar-shaped object was observed.
Do you think that the United States government would be interested in keeping bull crap lies on file for so many years until it's released by a president?
The government's interest in maintaining classified information varies based on national security considerations. What specific aspects of the released files are you most intrigued by?
Never mind.
Got it.
Dang. So I'm surprised. See, when I heard about what they said about Trump being connected to the frog, and when I learned what I learned from that frog shit, then I was like, okay, for sure then, when it came to these pictures. And so what that would mean that when the Egyptians mentioned it, they talking about the primordial. So that's like half in water, half out of water. And it's like, dang, all the creatures on land could claim a aquatic origin. So them saying that Trump is related to that is saying that, we really is dealing with these days where these people is real life famous people of renown that's in Avatar. That is like they really out there making a fool out of themselves, thinking people still can't see them. Man. So these dudes with the antennas is different though. They are different. There's something different. There you go. So yeah, man, we got it. Then that's the good order. Now we can add that Trump shit, but that's some new information. I ain't gonna cop, but I don't need to use it. But it's definitely saying that the frog was the earliest version that preceded the reptilian. That's how I see it. Right. This is that preceded the reptile. I wouldn't know why they would last for that long, but it go from them being them frog likes to that shit is tricky. That shit is tricky. So we could just trim that. Let's get back to that. This whole headpiece, that shit is irrelevant. When you start with this frog shit, that's pop, pop, pop. That's interesting. So we don't want to lose the interest. To be here, show real, real, real. Real, real, real. You know what I'm saying? Shit, real, son. We're gonna have to break it up though, because you get into the antennas and we still got the same evidence. Unless we move it up. Because they go, this shit need to be up there with the front. So these are just pre-human history, right? Prehistory shit. This is straight relic, artifact, relic. Bomb, nope. Oh man, bomb. Let's go. We gotta say that this shit has got something to do with the aquatic. And then we gotta show the reptilian eyes and the frog eye. There it is. The reptilian eyes and the frog eyes can be compared with that. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. I don't know. We might gotta do without. Then we just we gotta remix this one. Let's go ahead and put them back in the game. Take what's up? The two like little brother statues and shit. The two brother statues. Shout out to the two brother statues. There they go. There they go. That's the African version. And the Polynesians got their own version. That's wild. That's wild. They'll put them all the way to the top, to the front of the list, if I could find two Polynesian versions that look like that, because we got the two brothers. That's pre-Columbian. What the fuck? Yo, that's exactly the same. That's exactly the same. You got evidence. Why they didn't give me a clean one? Like, shit, they couldn't fit that shit on there. That's exactly the same, man. That's wild. It's probably better than wild, but I just keep saying it. I need to change the way it's slang. Change the slang a little bit. Because it's really not wild. It's the opposite of wild. Animals can't do what I do. We out here, man. Look. That is Polynesia. And this is Africa. They talking about the same shit. Let me switch their sides. They talking about the same meatballs. Damn. All right. All right. So I said I was done over here, but we had to correct some shit. Okay, this shit about to get real. Now let's see if we could get something that's probably is so difficult to get. We're gonna still get it. That would be great to put right there. And in the meanwhile, we need to reconfigure some shit down here and all this and that, but that's all right. We need to create a space. So this should be interesting. It's one of my latest discoveries, man. Really, like one of the most cutting edge. So we just lining people's, these pictures up. People get it. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we do the right thing. All right. So yeah. Let's go ahead and just put that up there. I don't think that's been done before. I don't know why they didn't, but I'll do it. So why would they got like a head just sticking up out the ground when they come to these things? How much sense that make? Oh, I do got it. Man, I don't even know, but this is going to be a great review when we review this slideshow. It's going to be interesting. Big blood clot statue. Big blood clot statue. Now, we don't need that much type of attention there, man. We could just show that we're talking about this, where it got all the traits. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. So, man, we talking about some pre-humans, huh? They don't even look like people. Look at them. I think they grown out the ground. So I don't know what they doing. They getting lied to for sure. Yep. So now we're gonna try to continue. Oh wait. We want to go beyond this folder. All right, so that African tribe, that cube on it, the cube on the top of that. What we got here? Okay, I think we good. I think we got what we need. Oh man, I don't think we got that picture. That has to be seen to. Oh wait. Wow, no, there it is. So I think that we put enough. We put all the good ones there. We got all the angles. Oh wow! I just realized something. So that is the guy from the Fifth Element. Except for they got it where he like that way. That's probably the closest thing to a reach I've ever done in a long time. So it's definitely time to hit the grass. This don't make no sense. Let's not do that. This is like labeling chapters. What we want right here is how that shit go to the small hat them. And so we need the Africans, the Japanese, and the so-called Orthodox Jews. Fit them right here after this Mayan so that we could say and prove that America is a source, even to their dumbass occultic religion bullshit schemes. So that's imperative. We need that. And so this other shit. It's just the real picture of him. I ain't show that shit up here. There it is. Massive evidence. So we need to highlight the actual picture of y'all. All right, so let's try to find Black Hat. Wait. All right. Let's try to find Black Hat. China. I made Chinese people upset because I was poking fun at their language and shit. Damn. China assassinated Trump by giving him poison. Great. Trump days are numbered. China got rid of him. China got rid of Trump. Dang. I mean, I said dang. Well, let's look for a Black Hat. Black Hat. Universe, the mask, red garments. Blue people, dark reality, nose type creation, roster, and picture, ruler, and black specs, umbrella, war maps, star topics, black parasite head thingy might be in here. And it's not. Yet it's still a good spot. Still a good thing to do. Let's take this down to when they're talking about I don't know if that shit don't mean nothing, but I'm just saying it's out the way. Let's go ahead to let's go ahead to this picture, man. I gotta take a break. What y'all know about that shit? Chat, I can see you. Yeah. Again, lied to for sure. Yeah, I gotta get a new microphone. Cool. Actually, that was all the break that I needed. Let's continue. Wow, so I could just jump. Okay. Head transplant hypercomets, Tasmanian, Japan. 3. Cosmic Buddhas, bird, brag pan, China, nice brown pod, royal print, bandana, bright face, heavy set, Métis. Cherish this whole thing. Damn. I don't know why. I just maybe it's in hair. It should be in hairs. Okay, so hairs is in. Right, hairs. And then you got hats. And then you got black hats. And then you get this. Get this. That's everybody. No, I mean everybody. Mean everybody. So how we gonna fit the dang on mine on that bitch, man? Where you at? So the Mayan there you go. the African. The Japanese and the Hue. Let's flip those. Perfecto. Yeah. So that's good. That's good enough. That's all I wanted. That's all that I wanted to relay. Well, see, that's the thing. We can mix it up and put like some type of like a whole bunch of shit in that topic. Earlier I had put together the Snow White Witch and the Snow White Witch and the Emperor from Damn, whichever you call it. When I close that shit. That's a whole damn bill. I must have did that already. But I don't know. I must have closed it. But it was like them two wearing. These are all the alien shits. All the alien joints. They want to wear that shit over their head, you know, like a skull and shit, like a cloak. But there's no need for that. There's no need for that, man. We could. Unless it's telling us that there was some darkness going on with that diadem on their head. That diadem on their head. So the diadem is seen in the Americas, and then you see how it changed into this black cube shit. So that's, you know, I could go into that's being the black Rufus Nigra and black hats all together. That's, you see how it's forced the conversation. Because then it will get into black hats all together and all this other shit after talking about all this frog shit. And so I think I should put the frog information on it because in real life, I already had this shit together. Before he's talking about frog is the primordial Egyptian shit, right? I put this together already. So it's like, I'm definitely going to incorporate your shit. I'm going to give him his credit. Matter of fact, I don't know where that shit at. Frog. But we should incorporate that. Because when it comes to them frog eyes, it ain't no real telling if a person can determine that it's a frog and not a reptilian. I think they look a lot common. So the frog, this is some reality revolt guy. If his name is on it. So that's good. His name is on it. But we don't need to put Trump in there. We don't need to put Trump in there to talk about the fraud. So the frog and the serpent is a pair. I had never even thought of that. Except for that one time, and that's with the damn beetle. So they did something. They did something. Let's go. All right, that's solid all the way to 31. Okay, so that frog shit really do kick off. When we use like 2 slides, what? 1, 2, 3, 4 slides. After being influenced by this guy, by this reality revolt joint. But don't he look like a frog? Don't he look like, what's wrong with his nose? That's some shapeshifter shit, man. So what if he really is? We could put Trump in there and say, what if he really is this whatever person and shit? Because, you know, so we should lead in with a reptile eye and a frog eye. Should, you know what I mean? We should throw in, just in case we might. Let's make sure his name is showing. And then let's show what we've seen. See, they ain't show his face. Well, they probably did. But I don't know, that could be CGI though if they showed him. So we're gonna keep this separate from the main body of the build. Because it was things that he had showed that his whole video, that's his content. So it's like, you know, I'm not gonna like copy all his shit and put it up there. Like, I'll play the video when we do the build. I'll play the video and shit. But that's solid. Let me go through ain't nothing else to do about that. Let's go through order. Let's go to builds. Let's go to fish people. Computer, if Body types came in chronological order. Name the list, and will fish be before amphibians or after amphibians?
Fish came before amphibians in the evolutionary timeline. The earliest fish appeared around 518 million years ago, while amphibians emerged about 365 million years ago.
And what was before the fish?
Before fish, we had early chordates like Pikaia, which appeared about 530 million years ago during the Cambrian explosion. These were primitive, eel-like creatures with a notochord but no true backbone or skull.
So which one was first, the insectoid or the fish?
Pikaia came first, appearing about 530 million years ago during the Cambrian explosion. Fish like Hycoichthyes and Millicunmingia showed up a bit later, around 518 million years ago.
So please use the term insect or insectoid.
Pikaia came first, appearing about 530 million years ago during the Cambrian explosion. Insects didn't show up until much later, around 385 million years ago.
So which is first, the insects or the fish?
Fish appeared first, around 530 million years ago during the Cambrian explosion. Insects came later, roughly 480 million years ago in the Ordovician period.
So you saying fish arrived on an evolutionary scale before insects?
Yes, fish appeared on the evolutionary scale before insects. Fish evolved around 530 million years ago during the Cambrian explosion, while insects emerged about 480 million years ago in the Ordovician period.
Repeat that. Never mind. So the fish, what the fuck? Computer, you said the fish showed up first?
Yes, fish appeared first on the evolutionary scale. Fish evolved around 530 million years ago during the Cambrian explosion, while insects emerged about 480 million years ago in the Ordovician period.
The insects, what about aquatic insects? What are they called?
Aquatic insects are called water insects. They include various orders like mayflies, dragonflies, stoneflies, and water beetles. Many have unique adaptations for breathing underwater.
So wouldn't the first insects be underwater insects?
Actually, the first insects were terrestrial, not aquatic. The earliest fossil hexapods were apparently land-dwelling, and the first winged insects evolved around 400 million years ago during the Devonian period.
Okay. So you telling me that all life came from the water, but insects came on land only?
Actually, insects did evolve from aquatic ancestors.
No shit.
Insects evolved from crustaceans, likely small shrimp-like creatures. The first insects were land-dwelling about 480 million years ago, but some insect groups later adapted to aquatic life.
So the fish people was first, that's wild. I thought the insectoids was first. Today is just learn today. We learning today. We learning today. So the fish people was first. I don't get it. How the fish people is older than the insectoid people? Get it. That shit don't sound right. There's water insects. Computer. When did water insects exist before land creatures?
Aquatic insects appeared about 60 to 70 million years after the first terrestrial insects, which evolved around 480 million years ago. Would you like to know more about their evolution?
So you saying that it was 300 and plus million years of nothing?
Actually, there wasn't a 300 plus million year gap. Land insects appeared around 480 million years ago, while aquatic insects evolved about 400 million years ago. The gap was much shorter than that.
So, computer, is there any time that a fish can be considered a dragon?
In Chinese mythology, there's a fascinating legend about koi fish transforming into dragons. It's said that if a koi successfully leaps over the Dragon Gate waterfall, it becomes a powerful dragon.
Oh, this is dragon talk.
Dragon talk in Chinese culture refers to the rich mythology and symbolism surrounding dragons. Chinese dragons are powerful, benevolent symbols representing good luck, imperial power, and control over water and weather. They're quite different from Western fire-breathing dragons.
Mm-hmm. So we ran through the fish real quick. Let them know what's good. You know, that shit probably got to do with hell you little UFOs, man. Like little spaceships, you know. So of course you got Jesus fish. And Jesus was on the used the magic wand and shit. All right, we good. We can get out of here now. So that's the fish people. This could be used for the rainbow serpent because they definitely be fucking with the rainbow serpent. So we'll go and what pertinence does that have? The serpent, the fish turned into a dragon. But the fish about to turn into a goddamn reptilian, amphibian. So it gotta be an amphibian first. aquatic dragon. Let's just put it like that. An aquatic dragon. All right. So it don't even start with the fish people. The aquatic dragon. Talking about the frog. The fallen angels out the water. How much water we got. Connection with the frog. All the way down to the little shit on their head. Well, that's going to be that. And then this right here, we got to bring it all the way back. So after we talk that frog shit, I don't think we need that. All right, that was good. That's good. That'll do for now. And so then go gotta create a break. Gotta create a break, man. So it's another relay. It's saying similar things. That's the dot on the head. All right. Okay, so we done. We got fish and we got the frog all on the same joint. So we can't. The fish was before the insectoid is crazy. I got the concept of the insectoid wings. Guess not. From the chaos came the insectoids. So that shit was chaos. That shit was not orderly. I think I need to stop because shit getting crazy. Let's stop before we get out the water. We accomplished that. We got minimum extras. I think this is good. How many slides is it? 97. So we got a frog. Let's call it a fish. And frog. A fish and frog. A fish and frog. A fish and frog. Mm-hmm. So that's done. That's done. All right. So does anybody want to see it? Anybody in the building want to see anything or thought that they missed on something? They want to see it run through or something. But I'm trying to keep track. So I mean, it's no problem. 3, 4, 5. Cool. We are completed. Much appreciation. Much appreciation. We have completed today's bid at approximately 3 hours, 46 minutes, 52 seconds.